Good evening and welcome to Week 13 of the high school football season. I'm Steve Hare, the Chagrin Valley Conference's Sports Information Director, and thanks to our CVC TV sponsor, Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery, I'm going to preview this all-CVC showdown in a Division 6 Region 21 semifinal here at Nordonia High School. It's the 10-1 Cuyahoga Heights Red Wolves who enter the game as the number 5 seed in the region against league rival Kirtland, the number 1 seed. The Hornets enter the game with an 11-1 record and a slight advantage considering they beat the Red Wolves in the regular season 35-0. But that game was played nearly 2 full months ago on September 15th, and both teams head into the Sweet 16 with a lot of confidence and momentum. Cuyahoga Heights has reeled off 7 straight wins since that loss at Kirtland and have outscored their opponents 233-47 with 4 shutouts during that span. Kirtland's lone loss of the season came at the hands of the Chagrin Valley Conference Chagrin Division champion Perry Pirates, who finished the regular season 10-0 and earned the number 1 seed in the Division 5 Region 17 postseason. The Pirates will play number 5 Garrettsville Garfield in a regional semifinal tonight at Maple Heights. Tonight, we're going to see 2 teams with rich histories and traditions square off head-to-head for the 14th time since 2010 when Kirtland began its 13-year run to the playoffs. The Hornets are 12-2 during that span against the Red Wolves, with both losses coming in 2016 when Cuyahoga Heights beat Kirtland 21-0 in the regular season and again 17-0 in the postseason on the way to an appearance in the Division 6 state championship game. For the Red Wolves, this is their 26th trip to the postseason with state runner-up finishes in 2016 and 2017 and 4 regional championships to their credit. Kirtland is in its 19th postseason tournament, and the Hornets seek a 7th straight trip to the state championship game. The Hornets are 61-12 in the playoffs, with state titles won in 2011, 2013, 2015, 2018, 2019, and 2020, and 5 state runner-up finishes. Buckle up, folks. This is going to be a battle between 2 of the all-time great coaches who have created winning cultures within their programs. Now let's hear from the coaches. First up, we've got Cuyahoga Heights coach Al Martin, who might be the busiest football coach in the state right now, as he also coaches the Red Wolves girls basketball team. He's balancing his time between football practice and basketball practice, and we caught up with him after his basketball team's first scrimmage of the season. Coach Martin knows the Red Wolves weren't at their best in that September 15th matchup, but he's confident the team has improved and gained confidence in the weeks since. And he's looking for the Red Wolves to play a much cleaner game tonight.
We hope to play a lot better. We really, we turned it over a lot. We weren't really physical. I don't think our kids were ready for that game. It had been a few years since we had played them, and they do such a good job. So we hope to be a lot better today.
Both teams employ similar game plans. They both run the ball effectively and play hard-nosed, aggressive defense. With Kirtland's Jake Laverty and Cuyahoga Heights' Fletcher Sturgill, both capable passers, we'll likely see a bit more activity through the air in this clash of the Titans. Sturgill suffered an injury in Week 1 of the 2022 season, but he's healthy and better than ever.
So he's gotten better. Like he got injured last year, the first game of the year, and he kind of lost all that experience as a junior. That was his first year starting. And he's worked really hard, and he's gotten a lot better. He's improved every week, and he's a lot better quarterback now than when the first time we played them. He's got a lot more confidence, and our young receivers have gotten better. Our offensive line's gotten better. So, we are a little bit more balanced now than we were the first time we played them.
There's no secret formula for Heights to avenge that regular season loss against the Hornets tonight. The Red Wolves have to protect the football, control the line of scrimmage, and wrap up on defense, a couple of things they didn't do very well in that first matchup.
Well, I think we turned it over 3 or 4 times the first time we played them, and that's been a little bit of a problem for us throughout the year. When we've had games where we've played clean, we've been a lot better, as all teams are. But we obviously have to take care of the ball. We cannot give them any short fields and any easy opportunities. They have a potent enough offense without a short field. We're going to have to be much better up front. They kind of took it to us last time. Particularly their defensive line in front, 5-6 guys against ours. I think we need to be a lot better up there. And then defensively, we got to tackle better. There were times in the first game we were kind of where we needed to be and didn't make the play. And obviously they have some elite kids, some kids who are really talented, and it's not easy to tackle, but we have to do a better job near the line of scrimmage, getting to their backs and being able to tackle and get their guys down.
Heights fullback Francis Connors enters tonight's game riding a wave of confidence after a big postseason, and the Red Wolves will count on him to gain those tough yards, but also to impose his will against the fast and aggressive Kirtland defense.
Yeah, it's really important. I mean, he's a really good two-way player. He's been a really good player for us for many years. We moved him to fullback, and it took him a little while to kind of get a feel there. And he's really physical. He's really a determined young man, and he plays really hard. It's a lot on his platter. Do we need him to play really good on during this game? Yeah, we do. Like, he's got to play really good on both sides of the ball. Like, he doesn't have the luxury of just being able to play one side really good and take some plays off on the other side. He's at a key position defensively for us inside against their tough running game. And obviously they do a really good job up front, so he's got his hands full running the ball too. But we need him to be great, and he's prepared really well. He's had a really good week of practice, and he's going to play really hard no matter what.
Connors was a ball boy for the Heights' run to the state championship game several years ago, and those memories have inspired him to add to the Heights' legacy.
Ever since then, our goals have been a little different. They showed us that it is possible, So ever since then, we've been just striving for greatness every, off season, regular season, everything. So this whole year, it's been our goal. One of our big goals is, beat Kirtland, and, we're going to get another crack at it. We're grateful enough to have that, so we're just excited to play some football.
That September 15th game at Kirtland was a setback for the Red Wolves, but Connors and his teammates did what all good teams do. They learned from that loss, improved upon their weaknesses, and have put in the work to earn another shot at the Hornets.
I feel like we're coming at it differently. We had a lot of young kids then. Some guys we got back, off injuries, and they're back and playing as hard as ever. And I feel like we've grown a lot since that game. That was our first big test, and we didn't answer. But since then, we've showed that we can play in big games, and we have played in big games. I think our team has just gotten so much better since then, and we're ready for it now.
According to Connors, that loss led to the Red Wolves self-reflecting and coming together as a team. With the team gelling, the trust in each other has never been higher, and Connors hopes that leads to success this evening.
I think we just needed to come together as a team more. Ever since then, every single practice we've given probably 10 times the effort, everything, just trusting each other every single play. Doing your job, knowing the guy inside you is going to do his job, guy outside you is going to do his. And ever since then, we just played as a complete team, and everyone's done their job and just playing great.
From a player's perspective, what are the keys to victory tonight?
Just everyone do their job, trust your brother on the team. It's going to take all 11 of us on every side of the ball. Every play is going to matter. You might not win them all, but we definitely want to and hope to win more. Everyone's got to do their job, trust each other.
And now let's hear from the Hornets. Head coach Tiger Lerverty and his program's success over the past decade speaks for itself, but the Hornets aren't satisfied. Kirtland has made 6 straight trips to the state Final Four and has reached the state semifinals in an incredible 11 of the last 12 seasons. As impressive as their run has been, the Hornets aren't satisfied with their back-to-back state runner-up finishes and have been focused on finishing the job this season since a 14-6 loss to Marion Local in the state championship game last December 3rd.
Well, this group is, they're very excited about, tomorrow night's game. And we don't look too far ahead. They know what happened last year. Really last year was a great year, going 15-1 and losing by a touchdown to a really, really good Marion Local team. So, I don't look at last year as a disaster. I think it was an incredible year for those kids. And, to go 15-1, there's a lot of teams that would take that. So, and we're just going to try to do the best we can this year. We don't look ahead. I know Cuyahoga Heights has given us a lot of problems in the past, and Al Martin does such a great job that I think it could be a really good game tomorrow night.
The Hornets are in a bit of a different situation this season following that loss to Perry earlier this fall. Kirtland hadn't lost a regular season game since that 21-0 setback to Cuyahoga Heights in 2016, a remarkable span of 57 straight regular season wins. Again, good teams learn from their losses, and Kirtland is no different.
Well, we certainly learned that the little things are huge. There was a couple little details that we didn't execute right on the first couple drives that really hurt us in that game. We drove inside the 23 times in the first half and came away with 0 points on all 3. Missed a field goal and got stopped on 4th and 2 twice. And that really hurt us. And we, look on film, you could see we just blocked the wrong guy a couple times. And if we'd have just blocked the right guy, I think we'd have got first downs and continued those drives and maybe got some points. So when you play a good team, all the little things matter. And that's what we talk about every day. Like, these teams that we play are going to get better and better and better. And all the little details really matter a lot.
It's never easy to beat a good team twice in one season, but that's the task the Hornets are faced with tonight. Kirtland must remain focused and understand that the Heights team it will play tonight is vastly different than the one it played on September 15th. Yet Kirtland's keys to victory remain similar to every other game it has played this season.
Well, tonight, usually when two really good teams, meet, because they're 10-1 and they're a really good team, the team that makes the least amount of mistakes, probably moves on. And we played them the first time, and I think they threw 2 or 3 interceptions and fumbled twice in their own end and gave us short fields. And that one got out of hand early, and it really wasn't. If you look back on that game, it was just, about 4 plays that turned the game for us in that first half and kind of took the wind out of their sails. And I don't think that'll happen again. So we want to be, make sure we play mistake-free football for sure.
And now let's chat with another Laverty about tonight's game. Sophomore quarterback Jake Laverty stepped into the starting role as a freshman last season, and all he did was lead the Hornets to a 15-1 record and a state runner-up finish. He grew up in a hurry last season, and this year, as a sophomore, he's even more confident.
Oh yeah, definitely a lot growing up from last year. Just getting bigger and stronger and more physical from the off season. And it was nice being able to play last year because just more experience, being able to be out there more and just learn more.
Kirtland is well known for its dominant run game, but with Laverty evolving as a passer and several dangerous weapons on the perimeter and in the backfield, no opponent is safe focusing on just shutting down the run.
Yeah, our O-line's really good and our running backs are doing great this year. So when we run the ball all the time, defenses sometimes pack in the box. So we have to be able to throw the ball a little bit. So, yeah, we'll throw the ball a little bit, but we stick to the run.
Kirtland has bigger goals this season, but the Hornets are experienced enough to know they can't overlook any opponent. And Laverty and his teammates are locked in on the Red Wolves.
We're locked in tonight because we know we already played this team earlier, and it's hard to be a team the second time. So we just don't want to take one game for granted and not look ahead and just go with the flow.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for our pregame show, and all that's left is to see which CVC squad can outlast the other to earn a shot in the Elite Eight. Will it be the Hornets, or can the Red Wolves avenge their regular season loss to their rivals? We'll have that answer in a couple of hours. Before I go, I want to once again thank our presenting sponsor of CVC TV, Ohio Center for Oral, Facial, and Implant Surgery, and also I want to give our shout out to our scoreboard sponsor, Independence Business Supply. And now, I'm going to turn it over to our CVC TV crew, Kyle Cornell and Double A, Anthony Alford, to call the game.